Good morning, guys. Installment 3 of Tips and Tricks Tuesdays. So I'm going to switch it up for you guys today. I'm actually not going to do hair. I'm going to do contouring. Does it work? Yes, it does. So I have my makeup on, except everything but my color and my contour. And it's morning, so I'm not going to do a whole lot, but I just want you guys to see because there's a couple tricks here I think that are pretty awesome. So I don't have my favorite contouring thing. I love Charlotte Tilbury, and I think I left it at a hotel. So anyways, I'm going to show you these. I'm not going to tell you what brand because I don't know that they're still available. So anyways, this is my bronzer, or it's not really bronzer because it's not sparkly, but it's the darker color. And I'm going to take a little bit tighter brush. I need to make sure this is the exact right brush. Like makeup people are probably dying right now. I'm going to take a little bit, tap it out, and then I'm going to do my jawline. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up underneath my jawline. So what I'm trying to do is take a couple years off there and a few pounds. But you see how it's darker there? Then I'm going to go ahead and blend so I don't have a straight line. But what I'm doing is creating that shadow on the jawline. So you can kind of see on this side, not quite so defined, a little more defined. The lighting is kind of difficult. And it actually looks kind of stripy. It looks better in the mirror. But now I'm going to do just a little bit under my cheekbone, just straight up and down. And I'm going to also put another color, so it's fine, but I'm going to define my cheekbone. And then here's the trick that any of my fine-haired thinning girls feel. They're always like, oh, my recession area. Okay, great way to take attention away from that recession area and make it a little bit thicker. Just pull the bangs back and take your darker shadow in here. Basically what contouring is creating shadows or drawing attention away. Anytime you're using a darker color, you're minimizing. Anytime you're using a brighter color, you're going to be drawing attention too. So up through here, if I don't like my recession area, I'm just going to tap a little bit of my darker color in through here, and that's going to narrow. If I'm really wide face shape, I can come in and contour more of this. If I'm really long forehead, I can come along and contour this. This is the awesome thing with contouring. Contouring doesn't have to mean Kim Kardashian ridiculous. I'm trying to change my total look. You're just trying to define and enhance. So now I'm doing this jawline. You can see how that just pops it out a little bit more. Gives it a little bit more chiseled look. And then again, my cheekbone. You can do the kissy thing. But that way you can find your cheekbone if you're not quite sure. And I'm just gonna come in and do a little bit right through there. So it's gonna define that cheekbone a little bit more. So I've got my points. I'm going to do a little bit across the forehead. Ends too, if you want to minimize, I always do the end of my nose too, except for I usually blow my nose and it's gone. But now I'm going to take a little bit bigger brush and I'm going to come in with my blush. So I'm just going to choose my blush color, and I'm going to kind of, rule of thumb is don't go any closer than 2 fingers to your nose because then it's too far in. And I've actually been pulling it back a little bit. I was reading on one of my fashion podcast blog things or whatever. I love Fat Mascara. I love their podcast. But they were saying what they saw coming out of Korea now is kind of pulling the blush back a little bit. Not so much about doing it right here, but pulling it back and this thing. So I've been trying that lately. So I'm going to come in with the blush. I'm going to come in and you just kind of stroke in circles. Some people like to go back and down, hitting the cheekbone. I kind of go up and in a circular motion. And then I'm going to come in with my final product, which is my highlighter. So this is what I love. Charlotte Tilbury's highlighter. Amazing. On point. The bomb. This one's really nice as well. So it's just a little bit softer, not quite so sparkly. So probably a better day one anyway. So now I'm going to come over and just dust the top where my blush was. And the reason I'm dusting there is because I want to create a little light reflection, a little sparkle to hit the high bone of my cheek. So what I'm trying to do right here is highlight the high bone. So I'm just drawing attention more to that. And if I want, I can kind of come in the sides of my nose if I want to highlight. Or a lot of times you always want to use your third finger around your eye. I will take my highlighter and I come in and just dab this inner circle to brighten around the eye. You can also come in and dab right under the brow bone. Anywhere you want, anywhere you want to highlight or draw attention or pop, that's where you're going to put the highlighter. And as you can see, it's very subtle. You can do it, of course, more dramatically, but this is just a really natural, subtle contouring, subtle, whatever. So a sharper brush, sometimes they're angled along the jawline. Don't forget to blend, otherwise you might have a really funky line. Cheekbone. If you have a recession area, dab into the recession area. If you want to shorten your forehead, dab one here, draw attention away, go down here, then come in with your blush and then your highlighter. You can never have too much highlighter, but highlighter, so you can kind of see actually that angle right there. I can see the highlighter, see how it's kind of shiny and it's popping, but it's not a bad shine, it's a mineral shine. So anyways, that is contouring. Is it worth it? Absolutely. I'll put a link to Charlotte Tilbury's palette because it's my favorite. I love her compact. It has like your blush, your shadows, and your contour all in one. It's like a bronzing, it's beautiful. So I'll put a link down below to that. But anyways, Tips and Tricks Tuesday, sorry, it's early. And thanks for stopping back in, you guys. See you soon.